Bristling with air and sea defences, HMS Duncan is the latest British warship on the way to the Gulf. Seen here sailing through the Bosphorus. With no sign of tensions easing, the UK government is taking no chances.
This is a time for cool heads. I'm being briefed on an hourly basis as to what is going on, and we want to do everything we can to make sure that we don't have an unintended escalation which could be very dangerous for the world.
But on the other side of the Atlantic, President Trump wasn't being quite so circumspect.
Iran better be careful. They're treading on very dangerous territory. Iran, if you're listening, you better be careful. Thank you.
Iran is warning the UK must hand back its oil tanker, the Grace 1, or else. Gibraltar and British forces seized it, accusing Iran of trying to bust EU sanctions on Syria. Iran says the UK is just doing the bidding of America.
This is a very childish and ridiculous excuse by the British. They should officially announce that they are servants of America and act on behalf of America. America has returned their favour well by insulting their ambassador and their Prime Minister.
In what was a grave escalation, frigate HMS Montrose was forced to intervene this week as Iranian vessels tried to intercept a British tanker, increasing the urgency of international efforts to protect shipping in the Gulf. Britain's already part of combined maritime forces, a coalition of 33 nations liaising on security in the Gulf. The Royal Navy already has a total of 6 vessels in the region, 1 frigate, 4 mine hunters and a Royal Fleet Auxiliary support vessel based in Bahrain. The destroyer HMS Duncan joins them in a few days. A multinational military coalition is proposed, increasing protection and surveillance for commercial shipping in the seas off both Iran and Yemen. The US would provide command ships with allies like Britain and France patrolling and escorting vessels travelling under their nation's flags. The fear is of a return to this, the so-called tanker war of the 80s, where US and Iranian forces traded blows and oil tankers came under regular fire. One voice close to the Iranian government warned this time could be even worse.
The situation in the region is very different from the 1980s. Iran is much more powerful. Iran's capabilities are incomparable to back then. Everyone would lose under such circumstances. So I think that the belief here is that there are enough sane people in Washington who would not want to see that happen.
Whatever sane people on either side want, there's also the law of unintended consequences, the risk of misunderstanding or miscalculation leading to swift escalation and something far more serious. Dominic Waghorn, Sky News.